And after I graduated high school, that's when I became a full fucking blown klepto, whatever the fuck, crypto, whatever the fuck it is. I mean, we had this warehouse that we would just go rob 3 air conditioners at a time from. We had all these different scams. Here we are, seniors in high school, and we're making our mothers or our parents, not mine, my friends' mothers think that they all have jobs at UPS. We're stealing. I have a buddy who's making millions of dollars at a gas station holding up pumps. You know what that is? See, now you can't do it because I'm telling you, the computer destroyed this economy. A decent person cannot steal no more and make a fucking living. In the old days, somebody came in for gas. I don't know if you know this. Oregon and New Jersey are the only fucking states that they still pump gas in. So this motherfucker, you come in and you're broke and you go, I want $3 worth of gas, right? Which happens all day long. These motherfuckers would pump the $3 in your thing and not pump the gas back in. So when the next guy came and got $10, he really got $7 worth of gas because there was 3 already on the fucking pump. But it was Jersey, so you wouldn't look out the window. This kid put himself through a fucking college, bought a house with the money he was stealing, hanging pumps. When it would rain, he would go down there because people don't get out of the fucking car. This is and to me at this time, guys, it was like I wasn't even doing nothing bad. It was like we were just hustling. That's it, just another day. Like, we weren't beating nobody up. We weren't stabbing nobody, nothing like that. I mean, the only person I ever hurt was a hooker when I took a fucking wig and lit it on fire, and I didn't hurt her. I took my aggressions on the fucking wig, you understand me? So don't get me wrong, but this, you know, when you're fucked up and you suffer a loss, and I'm not making excuses for myself, but sometimes you just go off the deep end, you know, you just go off. And that whole summer of '82, I robbed everything. I even robbed, you know the local pool in your hometown? I robbed a snack bar one fucking night. Now, I'm a good athlete and stuff, but I can never climb a fence. I was always bad at a fence. That's why I'm quick. I was never fast. I was always quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was good at tag. But if you chase me, you catch me, final type of shit. But I was always good at that stuff, but I can never climb a fucking fence. I was always fucked up with fences. So I'm planning this thing again. I just want to leave New Jersey. I mean, I was doing so many little fucking scams, and I was selling coke and stealing coke, and all I wanted to do was just make enough money so I could start a new life. So I had this plan. I had this fucking bookmaker I had been putting bets in with, and I go, we'll rob him. This guy had, you ever go to somebody's house and they have a towel room, or what do you call that shit? Sheets. They have like a sheet, and it's like shelves with towels and shit. This guy had a closet only with cash. Like singles, 5s, 10s, 50. You go over there to pay your bills, he'd open up the closet, he had like 9 locks, open it up, and he'd make change for you. So after like years, I go, we gotta rob this fucking guy. This guy, he was in West New York, New Jersey, and I had this partner, he was my brother, I love him to death. You know, I don't have a family, my mother died, I don't have any brothers or sisters, so a lot of the people in the neighborhood took me in. And I always tell people that, yeah, God took my parents, but he gave me a different gift. He gave me the gift of having a brother and a sister without blood. That's a very strong gift, and when you learn it, it's fucking amazing. So I had all these guys that would live and die for me. They were my street brothers. And I had this one crazy motherfucker, his name was Stinky. He had stinky fucking feet, the worst. You could smell him through the sneaker. Okay, you know those Converse canvas? You could smell him through the sneaker. And when you lifted weights with him, whenever he bench pressed and he pressed down, the stink would come out of the 2 holes in the sneakers like fucking smoke. It was like Grandpa playing the Munsters out. You ever see that? When he plays the organ and smoke comes out of the fucking organ. So my plan was to rob this fucking bookie and go back to Colorado. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking rob this guy and go back to Colorado. Me and my buddy Stinky go down there. All week, guys, I am flat broke. I must owe like $3,000 at this time. I'm flat fucking broke. I'm going down there and I'm buying quarter pounders with cheese, not for me, but for the guard dog that he had. So I would go the first day and give it to him from over the fence. The second day I'd hang a leg over and give him a quarter pounder with cheese. Meanwhile, I'm not fucking eating. I'm giving him the fucking food that I should be eating. And he's on 57th Street. I lived on 88th Street. So I gotta walk down there and burn calories and walk back with the fucking food, and I'm giving it to this dog. And finally, by the end of the week, I'm over the fence with the dog, throwing a ball for him, giving him the quarter pounder. So I call Stinky and I go, Stinky, we're ready to break into this fucking Bookie's joint. Now this is a Cuban neighborhood. Stinky he was Italian, he loved Cuban food. And there was this Cuban restaurant on the corner, and when he pulls up, I go, Stinky, listen for me. You know, pay attention. And right away he says to me, I'm kind of hungry. I go, Stinky, I don't give a fuck if you're hungry. Don't get out of the fucking car. Watch that roof, because I'm gonna be on the roof. I'm gonna go through the back, jump a fence. There's a dog, I'm gonna jump another fucking fence, and then I'm gonna get into the bookmaker's house. Don't fucking move. So I go back there, I got a screwdriver, I got my little mask with the eyes in it. I go back there, I climb the fucking thing, I get on the roof, I get the screwdriver. I'm fucking, now this is the window. This is where the roof ends. There's an alleyway and there's a fence. I hear ring 19 or whatever, like a walkie-talkie, and I see a flashlight. And I'm like this with the thing, and I look down, and I see these cops walking over here. They don't see me on this ledge. I'm like, oh God, they're gonna get me. The dog is barking, but he's my buddy. I've been giving him fucking hamburgers all week. This motherfucker, all I gotta do is get to that fence, and I'm good to go. So I wait till these cops take like 10 more steps, and I go all the way to the fucking wall, and I just jump, and I go over the next fence, and I land, and they turn around, and the dog is like, and I'm like, it's me. I forgot what his name was, like Casper. I'm like, Casper, it's your Uncle Joey. He's like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. The stakes are high, you know what I'm saying? The cops are here, they're watching me. He was like a German Shepherd. And he's trying to bite me. I mean, you cocksucker. All week I've been getting, where's the loyalty? I thought you were man's best friend, you fucking traitor. So he's biting my leg, I'm trying to punch him in the head, he's biting me, I'm like, you motherfucker. And I start fucking running, I'm just running. And the cops are like, come back here, halt, police, and all this shit. And there's an A&P, a supermarket. And right there's a fence with barbed wire on top. And I'm like, I can't make this fence, so I'm just gonna fucking high halt this motherfucker like an Olympic guy. Whatever you call it. What's that shit when you jump over the fucking things and you, hurdles. I'm gonna high hurdle this motherfucker. Meanwhile, it's a 7-foot fucking fence, right? So I'm like, I'm going for broke, and I'm picking up speed, and I'm looking at this, and I'm hearing freeze. And I fucking hit the fence, and I put my leg over, and I'm over. I'm fucking over. I put the leg over, I'm over. I put the other fucking leg over, I'm over. And as I let go, the fucking barbed wire goes into my hand, presses, and there I am hanging from the fucking barbed wire. The blood's hit me in the face. I don't know if you guys know I can't see blood. I start fainting, right? So by this time I'm pale, I'm hanging in, I'm crying like a pussy. And I'm thinking, when I get out of jail in 20 years, I'm gonna come back and stab this fucking dog. Because all week he took me, he's a fucking traitor, the cocksucker. And they're coming close to me. I fucking pulled up a little bit, and I'm fainting by this point. And I had a glove on, and the glove had tangled with the fucking skin. And I closed my hand with no money and started fucking running. So I had to run from 57th back to 88th Street. And as I'm walking into my house, a cop car makes a turn. And I dropped to the floor because they knew somebody was running. They were going through all the side streets. They fucking knew it. But I got away with it, and I didn't get caught. But that was one of my wake-up calls. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Look what the fuck I'm doing.